Hello, world.
All right. Oops.
Ooh, what's that?
Let's not cover that. There we go.
That's not good.
What's that? What?
Oh, is that on the inside?
Yes.
Okay. Because it fell.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I said that's not good. I'm like, if that's about to fall off the car, we have a bigger problem.
No, it's on the inside.
Okay. What we're talking about, of course, is the dealer license plate in the back.
Yes.
For the video people that are so nicely watching. We're currently on 131 with the Tucson. It has a pretty quick response time. Not as fast as the Juke. The Juke by far has the best handling of everything we've test driven so far.
The Juke be tiny.
Well, that's probably part of it. That's true.
Juke be nimble, Juke be quick.
There's still kind of a surprising amount of road noise with the Tucson. I'd say it's probably about equal to the Juke, honestly.
Yeah.
So I don't think that that's a win in any way. There is, however, I will say this, so much room in this Tucson, it's crazy. I have like 4 inches above my head, and I am very comfortable. There is a sunroof option for this, but I can't imagine that would drop it down the 4 or 5 inches enough where my head would actually be hitting it.
A sunroof would probably eat up 1.5 inches.
So,
like my Santa Fe.
Yep. So that's kind of a definite perk. I like that the instrument cluster to control the doors and everything is right by my hand. I don't need to even really look at it to control it, whereas with the Juke it'd be way down here.
Yeah.
So there's that. You've got your heated seats. Let's hear what the sound system's like.
I do it. You drive. 103.3. If you notice, the cluster is blue.
Yeah, it's blue. As is this, and up here.
Yep, all the instruments are blue.
Oops, did I just pass another exit? I think I did. Alright, well, that's okay. Alright, let's make the cosmic slow down. Oh, come on. That glass breaking... Oh, Swan! That glass breaking sound is just Andy's phone. That's not us breaking things.
No, that's fine. My phone.
It's easy to forget that you're not on... that we're on camera here. Oh, look at that. That's so much better, actually. I can see the road.
Yes. It's got the automatic dimmer.
Yes, automatic dimmer.
Which is nice.
Automatic head strippers. Automatic everything. I don't know why 131 is running so slow today.
I'm going, what? How fast are we going? 65?
About 62.
Oh, 62? It's hard to tell exactly why anyone drives as slow as they do on this fucking road.
Yeah. That's alright, we're getting off at the next exit to turn around.
Yes. Diab.
I don't know. There isn't really anything bad to really comment on this. I'm not a big fan of the internal colors.
You can configure those.
No, I mean, this is the lightest one. I don't really need another black car on the inside, I guess. Wow. It's always too hot. So that's actually kind of a downside. I was kind of hoping there'd be like a tan, which there almost always is. And usually that's automatically paired with the blue and they block out a lot of the dark colors. But I don't like this taupe. There's a brown, but that just feels like it would feel like I was driving in shit.
No.
So I probably wouldn't get that. So we're back to black again. Which,
not necessarily.
No, look, those are your only real 3 options. You can do cloth brown, leather taupe, or cloth or leather black. And that's all you've got for the Tucson. It may not be true for the Santa Fe, but
yeah,
for the Tucson, that's all there is. So, but I guess ultimately, if the internal leather color is my most heavily critiqued thing,
you can live with it.
I could live with it. The price is kind of right. This version doesn't come with the navigation, and it clocks in around what, honey? Was it 25? 25.7.
25.7.
So
But it is a limited. It's all fancy bits.
Well, right.
Butt warmers.
Yes, it's got everything, but if we put the navigation in, it would put it right around almost 28.
And you want to know something? I'll tell you something. You could buy a Street Pilot for your iPhone and get a really mobile navigation system without having to futz around.
Well, that's true, but I guess my point is, to get a navigation system on this would put it around 28. And the navigation comes standard with the Juke for 25.
Yeah.
So...
Well, you're talking apples and apples here, so yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that $2,000 for a nav system isn't excessive, because I think honestly it kind of is. But
considering when you can plop a $35 program on a $300 device and be done with it.
Right.
Brave little toaster.
I am full of bravery.
Brave little toaster.
All right, so
Michigan. Yeah, in the springtime. It's not very pretty yet.
It's got to be though. Give it another couple weeks.
Give it a little bit of time. At least there's no snow.
That's true. Give a girl a chance.
Yes, give a girl a chance.
Alright. Let's see what's actually on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Got a little air on that one.
I did too.
No.
Alright, so we're back to...
And your eco too.
70. Well, that just means I've been at the same speed for more than 30 seconds.
I know.
I
think it's funny they had to put an indicator on that for you.
Yep.
You dumbass drivers.
So, fully Bluetooth enabled. You can control the stereo from here.
Yes, let's turn that noise off. It's got storage options in the back. You can lower the back gates and store. Well, you could probably move a lawnmower in it. Deck chairs.
Children.
You know, I mean, really, what it comes down to is that
they wouldn't be safe.
You know, the difference between kind of like a trade-off, I think, between the Juke's nav system coming standard is the Santa Fe rather, but the Tucson's basic badonkadonk trunk.
And not just the trunk, I think it's the overall room on the inside of the cabin.
Yeah. I mean, I have...
It's not as aerodynamic as the Juke, and it's not as, oh my god, what's that, as the Juke.
I would estimate that I have 2.5 inches from the top of my head to the top of the roof line, or ceiling, I should say.
You've got more than that because you're not counting the width of your fingers.
Well, yeah, maybe
like 3.5 inches.
3.5 inches, maybe.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I mean,
no?
they certainly have taken a note from a VW Bug with its arched ceiling.
Well, it's arched on the top, and I don't know if you noticed, but it's slightly bubbled in the back too. It's not a flat back.
Yeah.
Like your Santa Fe is.
Yeah.
So.
Although that might change if you put in a sunroof, moonroof thingy in the top there. Change the design of the interior.
Yeah, we'd have to ask about that. That's a good question.
But I mean, it's up to you. I mean, do you really want something like that? I mean, the Santa Fe had it and it worked very well. It still is working well.
I don't know.
So it's up to you. I mean, it's something
how much it adds and what it does to the.
I'd say it's about pretty much in general. You're looking at anything you add on like that amps the price anywhere from like $600 to $800, which makes the entire. Well, I kind of wonder where they're going to stuff them. Where they're going to stuff the navigation system.
It'll go right here.
You know, in the center portion here, I'm sure you could tear that off and put navigation system in there, and you'd be all set to rock and roll.
Yes.
Which I guess is fine. The only thing that gets me is that if thieves get a chance to see your pretty navigation system, they smash and grab, which would.
Well, no, it goes the inside. It's just the guts. The actual navigation is right here on the screen.
Oh,
just like with the Juke.
Yeah.
So it's not externally visible. Probably for that reason.
Right.
So.
Although I must say that one of the things I'm geeked about, and I don't know why. Looking down on the instrument cluster here, pretty standard cluster. for Hyundai. I mean, you got your entertainment system with XM, so that's cute. You've got your climate control, which I'm quite fond of. But you have over here the rear defroster, which is electric defroster. That's something that I haven't seen in a car in a very long time. Apparently, a front electric defroster. Now, when I'm driving my Santa Fe, the one problem I have in the mornings is I gotta let the thing warm up for at least 10 to 15 minutes because the front windshield is caked with ice. If you have a chance to hit the front defroster, how quick is it? That would be something I would really love to try. Of course, we're kind of out of season for it, and you can't ask somebody to spray the car and put it in the freezer for you. Oh, gawa. Although I must admit, and one other thing, which I know is really being picky and everything. Actually, there's two things. The first thing that's picky is the granny handles. There's a granny handle for the passenger, and there's a granny handle for the driver.
Just in case.
Which, frankly, my dear, I think is a good thing. It helps to get into the vehicle. It really helps. The only other thing that I would note about Hyundai above Mitsubishi is Hyundai actually trusts us to drive the vehicle without hand-holding. The Mitsubishi dealer, he's a nice guy and all, but he was, let me help you, I will go with you, blah, 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 blah.
And he was constantly chatting, which is fine. I get it. It's awkward to drive with two people.
But you can keep your comments extremely PC. And he didn't. Because he was...
We won't go into that because overall he was a nice guy.
Yes.
But let's just say...
It didn't help.
That if you lived an alternate lifestyle of any kind, he might not have been the dealer for you.
No.
We're just going to say that.
All right. Where are you going? Okay, go down
to
here.
the dealership.
Yeah. Okay. There's many entrances.
Yeah, I never try to go to that one because the traffic got...
Oh, for the love of Christ, it's a blinking yellow arrow.
What does that even mean?
Go when you can.
Which is a way of saying you're not going to go.
Go with caution. Go with God. Don't take any wooden nickels. At least it's not a blinking yellow X like there was in Toronto that one time.
All right, we're going to sign off for right now. We'll probably do another video of it sort of on the outside or whatever once I get this thing parked. So we'll talk to you soon.
Damn. Bye-bye.